welcome to Gravy Boat Cooking and Camping. It's 4:30 this morning, right now. We're experimenting today with a whole pig. The problem we've got though is that the pig's a little bit bigger than the Traeger is. So what we need to do is, in a minute, I'm going to go out and start measuring it all up. I'll probably need to take his head off and see if we can fit him in the Traeger as a whole pig. Otherwise we'll be probably breaking him down maybe into half a pig and cook that whole half a pig. But yeah, so if you want to follow along for the journey, see what it's like when you order a pig that's too big for the Traeger, well yeah, follow along.
Let's go. Let's roll.
Nice clean table, just give it a wipe down with the antibacterial spray. Got the knives ready, some injection, some rub, a tape measure so I can measure out exactly how long it needs to be before I cut the head off. And the piggy has been sitting in the ice. So let's get this party started. Try and get the pig out of the bag. Need to be careful not to make sure I don't pierce the skin at all. Bag's been sealed well. There's no water in there. I'll cut these while it's here. My Traeger is only 900mm long, so I've got to work out how long that is. I'll probably get away with it. Cutting in line there. go. That was easy. Easier than I thought it was going to be. Open him up now. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take his trotters off.
Having the nuts in not going to affect cooking or the taste.
We'll cut them out.
Once come off.
Yeah.
Disconnect the plumbing.
Yeah, all the plumbing's gone, but I'm cutting all this stuff. So at this point, we just were trimming all the fat bits, any of the silver skin off the inside as we could, any of the sort of any leftover bits that are just sticking from when it was cleaned and dressed. There wasn't a lot there to trim off, but we just went around the pig and got all those bits off, any bits with blood on it, things like that. So yeah, cleaned it all up, and then we ended up cutting through the ribs next to the spine to make it wide enough, well, make it flat enough to fit in. And so we eventually got it on the Traeger and got it cooked. So, just rub basically wherever there's meat.
We're going to hurt a bit.
So we injected the hams and the loins and the shoulders with the injection. So in the injection were 2 cups of pineapple juice to 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of ground up rub. I had to grind it up in the mortar and pestle to make it finer so it didn't get stuck in the needle. And there was, I think, 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So it just gives it a bit of moisture inside the meat, and it kept it moist all the way through the cook. So I was really happy with that, and I'll do that again. a dry off. Yeah, as we can. Tail locker was just going to get in the way. Righto. Right. Take him over and put him in there. See how we go. Start with. Oh well, magic. What are we gonna get?
What time is it?
6 o'clock. 10 to 6. Nice. Alright. So he's on. Old Traeger, 106. Struggling for a bit of heat, but I just put some more pellets in it. See how it goes, but pig's actually fallen a bit since we put it in, so I'll give you a quick look. Definitely there's definitely some heat in there. Just don't know whether it's reaching the temp probe, so I'll just turn it down a bit and let it sit at that. I think that's 107 is about 225, so let it sit at that for a bit and just poke along. Right, so we're at about 11:30, so the pig's been on for 5.5 hours. You can see it's starting to colour up nicely. Just going to thinking about flipping it over soon, but I'm not going to do that yet. I don't think. I think I'll just let it keep going. So the internal temperatures at the moment of the hams are about 130, and I think the shoulders at about 150, 160 at the moment. So they've still got a fair way to go, considering they're not going to be wrapped. There's probably a stall there that they're going to have to push through. The Traeger's sitting on about 100. I've got it set on 107 Celsius, which is 225, but it's sitting at about 100, so it's probably about 200. If it's stalling out, I might just crank that up a little bit as we go on. But yeah, let's see how we go. Also about to light the kettle, so I'll clean it up and light it up to put the head on. 1:10 past 1. Got guests coming at probably about 4 o'clock or something. Just trying to check the temp of this barbie. Heads in there. Bit of smoke, beads at the back, a couple of chunks of cherry. It's a bit high for the old lever. That's okay. Smoking back a bit. Alright, and the pig. Let's have a look at it. So, it's coming along. So, temperatures in the ham, 150, and the shoulder are at 170 at the moment. So, I don't know if I've got those probes all the way in though, so later when I flip it, I'll go over it with this one, but I don't want to stick holes all through the skin. So, all the pellets I have left, so hopefully that's enough to chug it along. Should be. Only got 4 hours to go. Just gonna have to have a go here. In. Shoulder. Right. I'm gonna try to slide in.
Yeah.
Onto here. And these are hot. These are hot. Him. Hot.
Even through the glove.
Yes.
Pull apart.
Oh. Oh well, that bit's done.
No problems there.
Well,
That's beautiful.
didn't quite go as planned, but hey.
Bone. The bone's falling off the bone.
I reckon I'm going to keep it intact with the skin, hopefully. Just slide it back on there.
There you go. All around.
It's your bit, isn't it? Yeah.
That's pineapple.
Okay.
Pineapple.
It's just beer.
Beer.
Just to keep some moisture in it. Well, I'm pretty happy with that actually. Hey guys, well, it's 4 o'clock and cheers to a good cook. So 6 o'clock on, I turned it over about an hour ago, I think about probably 2:30, 2 hours ago probably now, and it seems to be ticking along nicely. So if you have a look at the meat, it is a bit caramelised at the bottom where I've had the rub there. You'll see, you saw when I turned it over and it all fell apart, so we just sort of put it back together for now. But yeah, can't wait to get it on the board tonight and show it off to everyone, and hopefully everyone enjoys it. Might set a camera up and get a bit of footage of that. But yeah, whole pig, Traeger, well, without the head's in the Weber. So here's the head here. And we'll mount that on the board with the pig when we do it. So experience, we'll see how it tastes, and then we'll probably do a bit of a positives and negatives and talk it through. Cheers.
Yep, here's the birthday boy, Mick.
Are you filming? A bit of gravy.
Yep. Getting his meal off Josh.
Yeah.
Do
Do that pizza.
bit of loin, Mick.
Everything there, you mate.
Too hard.
Simple.
So Mick, so Josh, what are you giving him there, mate?
So that's a bit of the loin meat there.
Yep.
A bit of shoulder, hang on.
Here, Ben.
Oh, look out, that's
How
a
good's
bit
that?
bit.
Right.
Oh, bit of crackle, hang on.
You should see this crackle, Benny.
Yeah, now here's the chef. There he is there.
Beautiful.
I hope Josh is going to
It's a red bit.
Yeah, love the apple. Thank you, Josh.
Look at that.
Look at that. Perfect. Cheers. So the pig turned out really well. Positives and negatives. So positives were the amount of meat that came from the pig was amazing. And the quality of it was really good too. The ribs were quite dry, and I expected that because they were probably the one thing that's copping most of the heat. The belly was beautiful. The tenderloins come out in one piece. You could slice them up. They were perfect. The hams, you could slice them. They were nice and soft and buttery, and the shoulders just pulled apart. Would I do it again? Yeah, I would. I definitely would. I'd make it probably a bit smaller though. The negatives is the cleanup. The amount of grease that come out of that pig was amazing. It did 2.5 buckets in the Traeger through the drip tray, and I didn't know this, and it's lucky it probably didn't catch on fire. Because the pig was wider than the tray, it was dripping down the sides, and the grease was running in and catching in the bottom of the Traeger. Now the bottom of the Traeger doesn't have any drain ports at all, so it's just sitting in there, and it took me 1.5 rolls of paper towel to mop the fat and grease up the next day. So that was a big negative, was the amount of cleanup. I think smaller pig, obviously it's not going to go over the side of the Traeger. You'll have a better option there. But all in all, it was a great experience. So that's my first time I've ever done that. I think anyone could pull that off first time. As long as you have got it set at the right temperature, as long as it fits in there, keep it at 225 and cook it for long enough, you'll be fine. So thanks for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.